In this life, we all tend to overload on automation. One, two, three.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ed, Joy, and Quinn coming to you loud from Maui and to the whole damn world. What's up, brothers and sisters? Yes, we are here. Episode 6. Episode 6, Quinn. You believe it? Amazing. We made it this far, and we're going to continue. We're going to put 2 O's behind that 6. Huh? I tell you what, we make it to episode 600. We're going to have a celebration, huh? We got a party. Talking about opihis on the grill, beers. Didn't we have that for dinner, actually? Shit, sounds like we're celebrating every night. Quinn, what, are you sleeping over there? Say hello to everybody.
What's up, guys? No, I'm checking out this T-Fats Instagram page. Pretty funny.
Oh, yeah?
These guys got a little comic going. I like their little comics, man. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do for our profile page.
All right. Yep. Well, we got a lot of stuff we're going to do. In fact, we have our first official interview with a guest today, Kory. He is a good friend of ours. He enters into, I think, powerlifting competitions. He goes to Vegas, Reno, everywhere, and he's been doing it for a while now. And he also works at or manages, I hope I'm getting that correct, but he manages the Maui gym out in Kihei. Holler to you people out there. And so, let's give it up for Kory. Hey, what's up, Kory? How you doing?
Hey, how's it, you guys? Super stoked. It's an honor to be here today talking with you guys.
And just tell everybody what's your deal, man. You compete for powerlifting, is that right?
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I like to lift heavy things, or what I think is heavy. It's not necessarily heavy, but it's all relative.
So, like, when you're lifting weights, powerlifting, what's the goal? What's the heaviest that anybody's ever lifted? Powerlifting, that's straight from the floor, right?
Deadlift, yeah. Deadlift is straight from the floor. The 3 lifts are the squat, bench, and the deadlift. You have 3 attempts for each lift, and then take the heaviest lift out of the 3, and that goes towards your total. And then relative to your body weight, that'll be your score, and then they go by that.
So, like, what is your max, I guess? What is the amount that you can?
Last competition, I did a 429 squat, 325 bench, and a 540 deadlift.
Poof. That's a lot of weight, man. I mean, I weigh 155, 158. So that means you could, bench me how many times do you think?
Couple of times.
Okay, and what is okay, so you have a power lift and a clean, right?
That's Olympic weightlifting. That's a different sport.
Okay, so yeah, Olympics. And to qualify for Olympics, do you have to win a certain amount of competitions nationwide? Is that how it works, or you have to?
I think you just have to win at a national level, and then after that, you get considered to go to the Olympic trials. I think is how it goes.
What's your goal? Are you trying to go for nationals or anything?
Yeah, I got nationals coming up in October for powerlifting, but that's not an Olympic sport, so that's more like just a competition. Yeah, thing. Just for myself kind of thing.
And do you guys get recognized? You guys get like sponsorships and stuff? Is that how? I mean,
a lot of the good guys do, but realistically, it's a poor man's sport for sure.
Oh yeah, really. So, but if you're like Arnold, right? Was he a powerlifting competitor, or was he a bodybuilder?
Bodybuilder.
Okay, so what's the difference between the two? Because I mean, they all look like bodybuilders, right? I mean, but is there a difference? Like,
powerlifting is like a measurable sport, whereas like I said, they take the total so and so, and then bodybuilding is just straight aesthetics, so it's all by looks, and then it's like a subjective judging criteria.
Wow.
Where people like stand on stage and pose and stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So but they lift heavy weights too, right? In order to achieve those types of bodies, because when I see the powerlifters, they look like bodybuilders too. So
Yeah, some
apply.
of them sometimes they range in like body type. Like some will be really ripped, but then some will be really chubby, like myself. It depends on the person.
Yeah, but for the looks, they use what? TRT? Do they do steroids? Do they do stuff like that, or
There's natural, and then there's competitions where people obviously will take steroids too, but that's all part of the sport for bodybuilding, especially. I feel like if any of my friends were to be trying to go to be a professional bodybuilder, I would not encourage but support their choice to take steroids for that.
But there's a certain process you got to go through, like with a doctor, and he subscribes
you gotta get
it
your
to
blood
you.
test checked. No, usually these guys, they get it shipped in directly from like
China.
Europe and stuff. Yeah.
Well, you heard about the
Good
Russians?
stuff.
They said the Russians they were all popped for doing steroids and stuff during the Olympics or something.
Yeah, they almost got banned in
the entire country, right?
yeah, for every
Wow,
sport.
that's pretty gnarly. For me, I think if you're young and you're able, but when you start getting old like me, you start hitting your mid 40s, early, 50s, I think it's okay, right?
I think it's
Right.
totally necessary.
TRT, totally,
I encourage
yeah.
older people to go get their test
There
levels
you
checked.
have it right there, straight from someone who's in the business and knows how it works. And you don't do steroids though, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah, you look.
I
you
can't
look
afford that.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How about like guys like celebrities like Terry Crew and Ryan Reynolds? They say that they use some TRT, right? Is that or
maybe not
testosterone
necessarily
booster?
TRT, but I think it depends on like the role or what they're going for. Like Terry Crews is, I don't know if he did or didn't. I think he claims natural, but I don't really know. I can't really tell with that guy, but it depends on the person. I think like.
Well, if
what
they're trying to
role
get
they're
a
going for.
certain
yeah, if they're
look,
going to get a certain look for a role, especially, yeah, for sure.
it's kind of necessary because what about Hugh Jackman for Wolverine? Do you think he did some
Yeah, he's pretty old.
dabbling?
Not old, but he's like older.
Juicing?
He's on the older side, I think. So
Yeah, because when the veins start popping out and the muscles start bulging, you know that hey, you need some assistance with that in order to achieve that at that age. There's even 70-year-old guys jacked
yeah,
from the juice, and they look great.
yeah.
I mean, wrinkly but buff and just ripped.
But like I said, if raising your test levels is gonna make you feel younger, it will. But I encourage that completely because I don't know, you want to feel good for the rest of your life. Why not do it?
And do they have like on the shelf type steroids or boosters that you can get like from what you call that?
Like GNC.
Yeah, GNC and those places.
Those are like herbal, natural things. So if you were to do those, it probably wouldn't have as much as an effect as if you went to like your doctor.
Oh, okay.
And then the doctor prescribed you, like you said, TRT or anything.
Is there like a difference between the steroids? Like they have different type of
Oh,
steroids
yeah.
that build certain. Oh yeah, really?
Steroids for endurance. There's steroid for, like you said, just building muscle. There's all kinds of different things. Burning fat. There's even some for like, this is not necessarily, but like losing weight. It'll like have an indirect effect where you'll like lose a ton of like fat, which will cause you to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Just all kinds of different stuff.
And I know that certain sports they're banning the juice, right? Like UFC, they have USADA, Olympics. But to me personally, I think, man, they should have a division like how Rogan and all them say, man, just a division with
People
just
on
TRT
juiced up.
guys
Yeah.
ripping it
Ripping
out.
their
Why
heads
not?
off.
You got Crow Cop versus Vitor Belfort, get them juiced up and just let them go.
Yeah, he was crazy.
And, if they're all equal and they're all up on the TRT and they're in their older age, why not?
Vitor just went back on TRT.
Dude, and you saw
after
the
his
difference? He
retirement.
ballooned back up humongous. Like he looks like he looks like how he was before. At first he was going with the dad bod, and then now all of a sudden he's back to good old Vitor freaking roundhouse kick guys in the head Belfort. Why not? Crow Cop, he went back too. He was in, I believe Japan.
Oh yeah, Ryzen probably.
Yeah, and you seen him now? Oh my gosh, he's jacked.
I just know Ryzen. I'm pretty sure they don't test.
Oh no, I don't think. I mean, we don't know, but I don't think they do.
Pride didn't test either.
Yeah, in fact, I think they encouraged it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
On their contracts, they're like, we don't test, so it's all G. It's all G.
Get at it.
And you know, we were talking about TRT use and all that earlier because I'm thinking about getting into it and getting all buff so I can be a buff old 70-year-old in Speedos on the beach, but that's another story. But I was talking to Quinn about it for using it for when they go canoe racing and stuff because I don't think they test for that.
No, they don't test for paddling at all. I brought only for like Worlds, which is happening right now. But other than that, what, did they test for the Hawai'i at all?
No, they don't test.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, for distance, they don't test at all. So I was kind of like curious about that kind of stuff. I know some paddlers that are on gear too, so it's just like kind of crazy to me.
Well, if
geared up.
Yeah, geared up, man. What do you think, the Tahitians? Huh? No? Pure coconut water, huh?
Man, those guys.
Pure coconut water, but they don't drink it. They go IV style, straight from the shell.
They're crazy because they have to like paddle just to be able to live. Like that's how they get their housing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be. It's like
you gotta be good, or you don't have a living. And they'll kick. It's like you're done after 4 to 6 years too.
Yeah. So that's like almost like how like in Cuba, they were talking with Yoel Romero, and he was saying that they got divisions that they see the kids with wrestling talent,
potential,
boxing talent, and the boxing coach sometimes would see a boxing kid that's in the boxing club but has good wrestling potential, and he'll tell the wrestling coaches, "Hey, this kid is actually for you guys," and then they'll take him and groom him into that. But it's a competition amongst themselves too, who rank for life. And like he was saying, if you're ranked number 1, you get the best food, you get the best sleeping places. You're like catered to. And then whereas second and third place guys, they have less food. They have less luxury. So I guess it makes them all hunger for that top spot.
Oh, yeah, realistically, they're on juice just to survive.
Just to survive, right?
To be on that level, yeah. There's certainly like they come over with like a B crew and an A crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure like back at home they probably have like C crews and D crews and whatever, going down the line.
Like the Tahitian racers,
like
that you're talking about.
Guys, they probably do all of that, but who knows? Because they have all these races. I'm trying to look right now. Like Hawai'i Nui. I wonder if they do testing for that.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you should.
Like distance, I don't think they ever do testing.
I don't know.
Now that I think about it.
So wouldn't that be like kind of equal to the, what do you call it, the Tour de France? Is that the one with Armstrong? What is that with the bike racing?
I think they do test. It's
isn't the canoe racing from island to island kind of like that? Only thing you're on the water. It's long distance racing, right? Yeah. Endurance, longevity.
Pretty much.
So I mean, I think steroids would help, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, for sure.
Like I said, he probably did like an endurance steroid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he got popped for.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're getting older, you must they should have a division with just old steroid guys going at it. Bellator, they have the heavyweights, that heavyweight tournaments. Those are all basically retired Pride and UFC fighters going there and redoing their stuff. Do you think they're getting tested on that promotion or what? Because I don't know. They don't talk about that too much, right?
Not really. It's everyone usually points fingers at the UFC because they're the big name brand.
But so Bellator, they I think they do get tested, but maybe not like UFC kind, right? I don't know, Quinn. Let's check that out. Bellator.
Yeah, I can't find nothing on like Hawai'i Nui test.
Oh, for the canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, maybe we're bringing something up that now they're gonna be like, "Hey, we should be tested."
These guys are badass.
Yeah. Right. I mean, whoever you are, if you're doing steroids or coconut juice, just to jump on one canoe and go from island to island, that takes some big balls to me because, like I said, I'm a land guy. I feel safe with my feet on the ground and in the air or on the water. We're not meant. I mean, for me, more on the water than in the air. But we don't belong in those places. We can't breathe underwater. We can't fly. That airplane goes down. Ahui ho! If that boat goes down and you're miles away from the islands, unless you know how to swim and float on your back and survive and tread water, you're most likely probably going to drown, right? A lot of people die that way. The boat goes down by accident. Like how you're talking about the last one, that person that you know, right, Quinn? He was out there, a mile away. It's a good thing he knows the water. He swam back in a mile.
I know, man. That would suck if you didn't really know what you were doing.
Yeah, for those of you who are just listening to us now, our last episode, and Kory, I don't know if you heard that. Were you listening to our last episode?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, Quinn was talking about, a humpback whale breached and broke his...
He didn't breach.
He just came out... Surfaced. Wow.
Yeah, he didn't breach on him. Well, he didn't die.
So he just surfaced and poozed.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how much force those buggers have.
I know, the thing just came up.
Wow.
Broke everything.
And then he had to swim into shore, man. So, I mean, just how many people must have...
I've almost had a whale breach on me when I was in my one-man one time.
Oh, yeah?
We were, paddling at, 5:30 in the morning. It was, pitch black still in wintertime. And then I just heard the whale, the noise, noise it makes. And I was like, what the heck is that? And then I just hear the water go, but then I, hear it, slam into the water.
Whoa.
It's, full on. And then I just feel all the water splashing on me. You? And I was like, I'm going to die today.
Oh, my God.
I'm getting out of here.
Wow. I mean, you figure that's tons. That's 2 tons coming down.
I just went straight into, the shallower water. I was like, I'm out of here for this.
Okay, so what would you be more afraid of? A tiger shark harassing you and circling around you, or just the whale breaching out on you?
The whale.
The whale. Yeah? You think you have a better fighting chance against, a tiger shark harassing you? Hitting them with their paddle?
I mean, I'd rather be near a whale than be near a tiger shark, but I'd rather be
attacked by a tiger shark than breached up on
next to, yeah.
Yeah, because a whale, there's no chance, man. That sucker comes down on you. Yeah, that's like a big truck being dropped out of the sky right on your head.
And even if I just got wiped out by it, then I'd be attacked by more tiger sharks or something.
Yeah, all those elements being out there in the ocean, man, it's a risk you take. But I mean, and that's just the animals of the ocean. You got currents, you got all kinds of stuff that you got to do with too, right, Quinn? Fighting currents, knowing where the wind is blowing, having the wind at your back. Is that right?
Just depends on where you're finishing too, you just gotta use what you have, I guess. I don't know how to explain. You can't just go downwind if the finish is upwind.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just gotta play with.
And you gotta go at an angle too. You gotta know
the hand that's dealt with you on the course.
Yeah, that's the best. That's what separates the best guys, because they can paddle in
whatever,
any type of situation.
And so, do you guys take supplements for weightlifting or powerlifting or any type of competition for that? You have certain supplements that you take. Do you guys take supplements when you guys race?
Well, I know a lot of guys.
Protein powder and stuff, regular stuff, without.
Yeah, for sure. That. There's everybody who's into that. I just never was really into that.
There's choke people that are totally into that.
No, yeah, all your just your electrolyte boosters and just your creatine for afterwards.
Paddling, I noticed, electrolytes for sure. Everyone is completely into that.
I do the electrolyte pills and stuff too, during a race. That one's really good actually, but I just like to go straight coconut milk, really.
Oh, okay,
coconut water.
Yeah,
coconut water. Milk. Oh, damn.
Coconut water. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the best. And then you just gotta be prepared.
Yeah. Coconut milk will make you want to go feed the fish when you're out there in a canoe. And diet, right? Diet is a big thing. Diet how's your diet, Kory? I notice when you're training for your competitions, you start going strict on your diet, and then when it's over, you go ballistics.
Yeah, man, I just like eating junk food.
You know, well, you make some of the best cakes. I have a friend, and he lives in the mainland now. Shout out to Jason, but yeah, he made like the blueberry cheesecakes and all that stuff. But you're up and up, man. You know how to make that shortbread crust and stuff. But how does that? That must be torture when you're trying to diet for your competitions, right?
No, I just don't make it. It's pretty easy for me to turn the switch on and off prepping for a comp as opposed to like just enjoying life.
Well, I notice you like to enjoy life through your food, and
I don't drink or do anything like that. So
yeah, that's your drinking is your Oreo cookies mixed with whipped cream and cocoa, right?
That's something I pick up from other people.
From other people, yeah. So yeah. Well, for me personally, my diet, and plus getting older, I start to pay more attention to my diet. I cut all my sugars. I limit my carbohydrates down to maybe about 200 grams a day. High protein, intermittent. Don't eat breakfast in the morning. I normally don't eat till about 1:00 in the afternoon. But I think my downfall is my beer. That's the hard one, man.
Yeah, for me, when I'm like getting ready for a comp, it's just timing everything. So like the carbs a few hours before I lift.
Yeah, because some carbs is important, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like up to 200 grams is good, right?
I just cannot function if I cannot eat enough.
Yeah. For those of you out there who, just getting into dieting and stuff, yeah, if you limit your carbs and your sugars alone, that drops your weight significantly. I mean, big time. And then on top of that, if you go intermittent or if you fast, which like you skip, for me, it's breakfast. And just when you wake up, drink some water, drink a little bit of juice, maybe take your vitamins, and just sip on some coffee if you do, if not some tea, and go about your day. Your body starts burning your fat normally, and then you get used to it. And the next thing you know, you don't really, fiend for food, I like to say. Yeah. When you're going for your competitions and you're on your diet, you start...
I do fasting too.
Fasting.
I'll stop eating breakfast.
Yeah.
It's closer to the comp. Sometimes I'll even skip dinner, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I don't feel as bloated or full or exhausted from eating.
And do you drink a lot of water before you go out on your competition and you cut your water and cut your weight? Because I know, like, for our fighters, when they're training about maybe over like about a month and a half before the fight, they're like up to 2 gallons of water a day. And then as they get closer to the fight, they start cutting down the water. To the last week, they're cutting down to half, down to the last couple of days to 0. And then they shred all that water weight. Do you guys do that for your competitions as well?
If you need to. So for me, I think I weighed 214. The weight class cutoff is 205. So I drank... How did I do it? I cut the sodium out 2 days before the meet. And since we had the fly too, I didn't eat any salt actually 3 days before the meet just because I didn't want to have any bloat from the flight.
Because salt holds water, right?
Yeah.
It retains water. But, okay, isn't salt important for your blood pressure? To keep your blood pressure high and for your, I guess, your contraction of your muscles?
For me, the main thing is just not
If not,
cramping.
you get cramps, right?
Yeah, so straight, like Quinn was talking about earlier, electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
So right after, that's why you see the fighters or even anybody cutting weight, they'll be drinking Gatorade or anything with electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
Like Pedialyte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pedialyte.
Like that.
Yeah, Pedialyte is actually a good a fighter's choice after they weigh in. And for those of you out there who don't know what Pedialyte is, it's a baby, kind of like a hydration formula. And it's actually made for babies and for children who get sick.
That shit tastes good, though.
Yeah, for like if kids have diarrhea or they're sick, they're throwing up, they usually give them that Pedialyte to keep them hydrated.
I'm like looking forward to that after cutting weight.
Really? What, do you drink a flavored Pedialyte? Like I know they got bubble gum. They got you got strawberry now? Because before they only had regular, like just unflavored. And then bubble gum. They came out with the bubble gum, and that one I know a lot of the guys like that one. And then now they have strawberry and what?
Blueberry, orange.
Wow. Oh yeah, they had the orange. They had the orange before. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Shoot, I want to drink some Pedialyte right now. Yeah. What, Quinn? How you doing? What are you looking at, man? Anything interesting? No.
I don't. I've been kind of looking at this. I don't want to quote nothing though, but these guys, they're all saying that Bellator they don't do like
it's commission testing.
Yeah, not the USADA.
Oh yeah, USADA.
Yeah, USADA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't do that one.
So it's mostly by honor.
There's all these guys
because the commission's not as strict as USADA, and then USADA's not as strict as WADA. So it's like
WADA is for Olympics, right?
Yeah.
And that's the one that came. They came down. World Anti-Doping. Yeah, and they're the ones that came down on Russia. And China, right?
Yep, and Cuba.
Ah.
You'll remember, Matt.
Hey, I like
and then the salt, it actually, so it like locks in the water, so your kidneys can't really remove water from your body.
Oh wow!
So I mean, like that's why, like when you have low blood pressure, you need a lot of sodium intake, because it brings your blood pressure higher. Yeah. And if you get low blood pressure, what happens is all your blood starts to pool into your organs from your limbs, including your head. So you get dizzy and you pass out. And you puke and it's not very good. So if you get dizzy spells from dieting or, and... That makes sense. So like when you do like mustard shot when you're cramping up, it's just so like you're not sweating out any more of your water. It's just like how much water is in your body, you're just keeping it in your body. So you're not like using it.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Very important stuff. I hope everyone out there is learning some stuff. If you already knew, you're probably sitting there going, I already know that, man. Well, we have fighters coming out of Hawaii. We got athletes coming out of Hawaii, football guys coming out of Hawaii. Who's the latest guy? Do you know anybody?
Yeah, there's that guy, Hercules Mataafa.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got drafted, but I know he's in the Vikings right now. That's pretty crazy.
Whoa.
He's from Lahaina, too.
Yeah.
He's from Lahaina. Awesome. See, Maui boy. There you go. That's freaking awesome. We got local fighters, Zach Zane, Pololu. They're making a name out there too, winning in international fights promotions.
Yeah, Pololu just got an X1 deal.
Right on. And I think he holds 2 belts, right?
Yep.
He has 2 different belts, so good for him, man. He's doing really good, fighting out of Maui Jiu-Jitsu, guys. I think that's Louise's club. He's good. Good man. Awesome. Black belt, world champion. Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, actually, he's Hercules. He's going to be number 51.
Number 51.
On the Vikings.
Yes. Well, hey.
From Lahaina.
Hey, Vikings is my new team now. How's that other guy who was with the Oregon Ducks and then he went on to, what's his name, Mariota? Is that correct? Oh, man. Come on, boys.
Yeah, Mariota.
Yeah, Mariota, yes. How's he doing? I'm sorry, I'm not a good football guy, but I'm trying.
Maybe no, he's not already.
Oh, yeah? Tennessee? No? No.
Titans, I'm pretty sure, right? That's the last I remember.
Yeah,
I don't watch football at all.
Titans, yeah. So, yeah, I know a little bit. Trying to mix it up, guys. We're a water sport guy and a fight sport guy here, but we're trying to mix it up here. But and now we just interviewed a guy who does competitive powerlifting, weightlifting. And again, where is your next competition again?
It's in Spokane, Washington. It's USAPL Nationals.
Wow. And so this last one was in Vegas. You came in second.
Yeah.
And wasn't there another one before that?
Oh, yeah, Oregon. Yeah, I was in Oregon a year before that.
And how was that one?
That one I got first. It was fun.
Yeah, see, so wow, we got a national recognized powerlifter here. Good job, man. And you know, I gotta tell everybody this out there listening. You know, he has this mustache that is that is just curled up. He looks like an old 1940s barber. And I mean, do all you powerlifters? Because I know either they have beards, they're bald with beards, or
so true.
Or they have nice long hair and long curling mustaches like Uncle Creepy.
Ian McCall.
Yeah, you have that Ian McCall.
I just always wanted to grow one of these.
Dude, I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks like you even waxed the ends. It looks awesome. They're sticking, like you got them curled nice and, you know, I have a student, Kalekoi, he sometimes grows out his mustache like that, and he actually had a wax kit with a little brush, a little wax. No. Yes, and he used to brush that wax on there and twirl it in there.
Yeah, you guys will see him on here pretty soon. No mustache.
Yeah, he shaved that bugger off, but I mean, that's what you got going there, man. Looking good. What was the longest mustache out there? Queen, what was the longest mustache? World record. I think it was 3 meters. I believe it's 3 meters, which is what, 12 feet? 9 feet? No, 4 meters. I think it's 4 meters.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, 14 feet.
14 feet. A 14-foot mustache.
That's gross.
Yeah. What, you're gonna try and let that sucker grow 14 feet? Right now it looks like about a good 2 inches. You got a good 2 inches out there, so maybe in about what, couple of years, you hit
I don't think I'd be able
feet.
to look at myself in the mirror.
You'd have to tie that thing around your neck in order to lift your weights, because I don't think you'd be able to power lift with a 14-foot mustache hanging from your lip. That'd actually be lifting weights for your lip, right? Don't you think your upper lip would be bigger than the rest of your body?
My neck would be
your neck. Oh yeah, trying to hold that mustache up. But you know, long mustaches, long fingernails. Who's that? The lady, she had that long fingernails. How can you function? Yeah,
that's just weird.
Don't tell me that you can wipe your butt when your fingernails is all curled and, you know what I'm saying? You ever saw those girls with the long fingernails?
I don't want it.
I mean, I'm talking like 3 feet. Fingernails. How can you wipe your butt?
How do you hold children? How do you hold your child?
They don't.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yes, but you know, it's that type of abuse from having long-ass fingernails. You can't hold your child. Then that kid grows up, becomes a criminal because of lack of love from her mom, who had fingernails that was too damn long that they could not hold them. And that's why our society is screwed, because of you long-nailed freaks. And with that, I got to end this because I'm starting to lose my mind. All right. Aloha and ahui ho. And for those of you out there who don't know what that means goodbye. We got to go. Kory, you want to say something?
Hey, right on, you guys. Thanks for listening. See you guys soon.
Right on, Kory. We'll have you on another video, on another interview with video, so people can see your mustache. But until then, go to our Twitter, Facebook, and any social media that you can. Like and subscribe. This is Ed and Quinn. Loud from Maui. Shoots like that. Wow, we're going to 35 minutes. I saw it, and that's right.
No, I was looking at the time.